Is TurboTax enough or should you hire a tax professional? So I've been seeing a lot of debates about whether or not you should actually choose a TurboTax or H&R Block over actually hiring a tax professional. And so here's a video to really help you understand what the benefits are of both, right? And just depending upon your situation, it can go either way. So let's just say we got a new business entrepreneur or business owner. We're going to call him John. John wants to save money, so he actually decides to go file his taxes with TurboTax. It seems simple enough. He gets until he actually get that letter from the IRS saying that he owes thousands because he miscalculated his income and didn't know if he didn't know that he could actually deduct his business expenses. And so now John is spending hours trying to fix the problem, but he didn't have the knowledge or the confidence to actually get it right the first time. So imagine how different John's story would actually be if he would have hired a tax professional from the start. And so think about the mistake that John made. John made the mistake of thinking that he knew how to do his own taxes, and he ended up making a mistake by using TurboTax to do his taxes. Now, John paid the price because now he miscalculated, he had to pay more, and he wasted more time when he could have got it right the first time. So here's why working with a tax professional actually makes sense. So TurboTax is like a GPS, right? It'll get you to where it only gets you to the place where you tell it to go, right? So if you don't even know the right destination, like having your deductions or your credits, you still gonna be lost, regardless of what your GPS is, because TurboTax is good for simple returns like just a W-2 or just simple returns. But when it comes to more complex returns, it doesn't get the job completely right. It doesn't maximize your actual return to its fullest. Why? Because you are the tax preparer in this situation. So TurboTax is relying on you to actually give them the information that you need to get your actual refund to its fullest. So John made his mistake because he didn't have the knowledge. There are a lot of people out here that don't have the knowledge but use TurboTax for complex situations. And so a tax professional is like a tour guide, right? So when you go on the tour guide is going to show you all these different places that are should be interesting to you, right? We don't just know the destination. We know the shortcuts, we know the interesting facts, we know all the hidden gems, all the things to avoid your roadblocks, the roadblocks of wasting time, your roadblock of having to pay more money to Uncle Sam, right? So a tax professional is like a tour guide, takes you to the places where you need to see in order to make your trip desirable. So here's some examples to remember, right? TurboTax might help you file, but will it remind you that your business mileage is actually deductible as well? Probably not. It might calculate numbers, but will it suggest strategies for next year's return? Nah. A professional actually looks at your entire situation. So not just, oh, what's your W-2? Oh, what's your expenses? Let me input this. And now this is what your return is going to be. A professional is going to give you strategies, is going to help you save money not only this year, but for next year as well. So that way you won't have to worry about whether or not are you getting a refund if you have a job and a side business, or am I having to pay $30,000 in taxes or five? Right? That's what a tax professional actually is good for. Right? Now I know there's a lot of misconceptions about tax preparers not being knowledgeable and just really want to just key your data and get your money. Well, that's why choosing the right tax professional means a whole lot more. And you can check out the video that I made about how to choose the right tax professional. And so a professional looks at your entire situation and makes sure that every penny that you actually have works for you and in your benefit. So TurboTax may save you time, but a professional saves you money. So the verse that I really like is Ecclesiastes 4 and 9. And it says, two are better than one because they have a good reward for their toil. So, what this means is partnering with the right people multiplies your results and saves you a headache. And so, let's make this tax season stress free for you. Let's avoid all of the mistakes that you have or you may even make by just going with the tax professional in the first place. Because again, TurboTax may save you time, but a tax professional saves you money. And so if you're interested, make sure you visit our website to get started so that way you can start saving money this season and next season. And so one thing that I want to point out is your finances is a direct reflection of what your stewardship actually looks like. So God blesses us when we actually have a plan and we plan well and we partner wisely. So God doesn't want our money to be thrown away or given to somebody for free in the sense of taxes, so to say, right? We don't want to give more to Uncle Sam when we can use that money for ourselves to give to others, right? And so we don't want to settle for less when it comes to managing the resources that he's already entrusted us to have. So let's work together this season so that way you can be successful in the years to come. So if this video has helped you, if it's encouraging, if you found any value in this video, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you got from this. Have you made a mistake on TurboTax or have you been working with a tax professional? There's always room for growth in either situation. So until next time, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace, y'all.